Hey guys, what's up? Alright, so I know it's been a little while since I made a video, and I'll go ahead and start off by saying that this isn't actually going to be like a typical training video that I've made in the past where I kind of just go through what I did in the gym. I'll start off by saying that today I actually had a really awesome workout. I ended up going to the gym and I did some light deadlifts and followed it with some accessory work. But more importantly than the amount of sets and reps that I ended up doing in the gym, I kind of wanted to talk about the way I felt during my workout today as opposed to how I've been feeling during my training the past couple of months. So I'm not gonna lie, the past couple months have been a little bit hard on me due to the lack of motivation that I felt when I've gone into the gym. I can recall, multiple times where I'd just be laying in bed, zero interest, zero motivation to get to the gym, and wondering to myself, like, how in the world did I even get here? Training had been going great. 2014 was such an incredible year for me. I was winning meets, I won my pro card, I had sponsorships. I was doing, literally exactly what I said that I wanted to do 2 years ago when I even started this journey, I guess. And, I was having opportunities that, I'm very, very thankful for, but, opportunities that, some people could literally only dream of. And there I was, wondering, like, why the heck do I feel the way I do right now? What is wrong with me that I don't have the desire and the drive that I used to have anymore? All my life, I've, always been a complete extremist when it came to reaching my goals. I've always had, an all or nothing mentality. I do believe that, desire is such a fundamental component in achieving any goals and dreams. And somewhere along the way, despite the success that I'd received, I no longer felt the desire to accomplish my dreams anymore. Okay, so this is, I'm speaking, totally of personal experience, but I think that some of you guys may be able to relate with me. So as beginners, I think that we're all just a little bit naive in a sense. We set these tremendous goals, and we're willing to do literally whatever it takes in order to accomplish said goal. That being said, at this point in time, we haven't exactly been through hitting rock bottom. We haven't experienced, the failures or humiliations or, tests that life, throws at us to see how badly we truly want something. We kind of have, in a sense, a blind optimism that we can literally achieve anything that we set our minds to. And, that's such an incredible mentality to have. But, what happens when you spend all of your time and your energy, chasing this particular goal and you finally reach it? Or, on the other side of the spectrum, you spend all your time and energy chasing your particular goal and you end up, falling short of it and you fail. I've experienced both, and I have to be honest with you, neither of them brought me satisfaction. And, I asked myself, why this was, and it's because I realized that in the process, I was letting my goals own me. Alright, so I realized this back in March after bombing out of the Arnold. I missed all 3 of my deadlift attempts, and it disqualified me from the meet. So as athletes, none of us really go into a meet thinking, today seems like a good day to bomb out, or you know what, I think I'm going to shoot for last call out today. No, that's just not the case. We all do this because we're competitive and because we want success. So of course it's easy to become discouraged when we fail. As soon as I bombed out, I ran to the bathroom and initially just started bawling my eyes out. I realized that the first initial feeling that I felt was embarrassment. I remember thinking, oh my gosh, like, is this real life? What are my friends gonna think? What are my sponsors gonna think? I just let everybody down, my coach, my fans, my following, I was so consumed in what other people thought of me that I didn't have time to genuinely be upset about it because it was something that I worked my butt off for and that I was passionate about. I let the outside world determine who I thought I was and what I was capable of. And it was at that moment, despite 10 minutes prior, when I bombed out of literally the biggest meet of my life, But it was at that moment that I realized that, like, wow, like I was truly lost. I didn't even remember, why I was doing what I was doing anymore. Going to the gym, spending hours training and prepping meals, making videos. It kind of all just felt like something that I had to do instead of, something that I wanted to do because I enjoyed doing it. I was lost. And it was at that moment that I realized that I just needed to get back to my roots and start doing this for me again. I needed to internalize my training. I don't do this for anybody else. I don't do it for my coach. I don't do it for my friends, my family, my sponsors, my following. I started doing this because it's a part of me, and it's because it's something that I am genuinely passionate about. And I feel like so many times we let our goals or other people's opinions of us, define us. The words win or lose, those are two words that we let define us, and we start forgetting why we started in the first place. Life isn't meant to be lived in the extremities. We should be living, in between them, during the process of it. And I'm not saying that, setting goals isn't great. It absolutely is. It's, imperative in order to progress forward, but it's something that we just can't get caught up in. I always said that if this ever started feeling like a chore or something that, I just wasn't, enjoying anymore, I would take a second and just reevaluate things. And it's something that I've had to do the past couple months. And by doing so, I've realized that, the purest form of happiness is when you want to do something, regardless of who's watching. There's no pressure. You're not trying to impress anyone, but you're genuinely doing it for yourself. Isn't that why we first started to begin with? Focus on the feeling that you had as a beginner, because I promise you that feeling that you had is still there. Don't let other factors determine your ability to succeed, because, I promise, injuries happen. Sponsorships are cool. You'll win some and you'll lose some. But, in order to be, I think, the best person that you can be, you have to have your motivation come from within. Be more interested in the everyday process of achieving rather than the achievements itself. Because, at the end of the day, that's what really matters. So thank you guys for watching, and thank you for the support. Love you guys.